Coast to Coast, Kiwi FM with the Good Morning Kiwis, Ronnie and Andrea and Lisa Stansfield. This is the right time. It's 11 to 8, Friday morning, a beautiful Friday morning. And in with us this morning from the United States is George Dillman, who's a pressure points expert. George, step on up. And I'd first of all like to say happy Thanksgiving to you. Have you had a chance to try a turkey?
No, but I'm traveling around with a few turkeys.
Is that right?
Actually, we've got a whole bundle of people in with studio this morning. We've got Dave from the Hungry Horse. We've got Ian Waite inside. We've got the team from Waikato Tourism as well. And George, you're a martial arts expert. How long have you been studying martial arts?
I've been doing the martial arts for over 35 years.
Wow.
And I travel all over the world. I've been actively teaching in 10 countries.
Yeah.
And I have videotapes on pressure points that are selling in 17 countries. And we just recently completed a book on my pressure point work. It'll be the first book this in-depth by a non-Oriental on the subject of pressure points.
Yes.
And my pressure point involvement involves 5 doctors, and in the United States, 2 major universities are involved in my study.
Okay, now you're going to be doing a special seminar on December the 2nd.
December the 2nd.
Sunday, December the 2nd at the university. Now, tell us a little bit about, we've got a lot of ladies around us, so your style is to help with self-defense for ladies?
Yes, we do. Well, ladies, men, everybody. Just it's the secrets hidden within the martial arts. You have martial artists out there doing what they call qoute, or forms.
Yep.
These movements that everybody's seen them doing. And a lot of secret information was withheld from those forms. As they motion through those forms, they think they're blocking and punching. And what really is contained within those forms is pressure point manipulation. And the forms tell the angle and direction to attack pressure points. All the pressure points on the human body need to come in from a different angle to activate them.
Shall we do something? Would you like to demonstrate one of the ladies?
Lisa, look, Lisa's keen. There we go. Come on over.
Let me use your wrist.
Okay, he's going to use my wrist here.
This is good
George
for
is
the
holding
lady.
on to Ronnie's wrist right now.
Strong wrist. Now, he's going to get a good tight wrist.
Okay.
And I try to bend your wrist. By any other method, I cannot. And this is great for the ladies because right here, ½ inch up from the joint on the small bone side of the arm.
So we're talking just up from the little finger?
Yes. And just up from the little finger by ½ inch is a pressure point that if you touch it, it releases the person's wrist regardless of how strong he is.
Okay, I'll make it tight.
Okay, I'm just going to put it against. I'm not going to hit it. I'm going to touch it with this bone. Oh, ow!
Bruce Lee couldn't say that.
This just releases the wrist. And ladies have to know that point to get the person off of you. And put them into We have one inside here that releases the elbow. There's a pressure point. Ladies, just right in here. You can put your thumb.
Just above the elbow you're looking at?
Just
I'm
above
enjoying
the elbow.
this.
And regardless of how big this muscle is.
Which isn't very big this morning.
It's very big. Not that muscle. All you need to do is reach on the inside here and put pressure. And it gets somebody off of you. And all these pressure points connect together. And another one we actually show ladies is the little finger being so weak. If you take anyone's little finger and actually just put it behind here. So when somebody
behind
grabs
the
you,
third finger
yes,
there?
behind the ring finger.
The ring finger?
All you need to do is move the little finger over, and you put people in severe pain, and you can put them down on the ground. And these pressure points.
Dave. Dave was going to be the guinea pig from Hungry Horse.
You actually have a pressure point inside here that numbs your whole arm. When it's attacked, the person cannot hit you back.
That's my good hand too, by the way.
So these are the kind of pressure points that we teach. We teach martial artists. We teach women. We teach everybody how to do the pressure points. It's a new study in the martial arts. It's something that was withheld with part of the training, and my belief is it was because of World War II.
Right.
Any of the books that you buy out of the Orient before World War II openly talk about these pressure points. Any of the books you buy after World War II, they forget about the pressure points.
So December the 2nd, there's a Sunday, there's a special seminar. Ian, how do they find out more details about getting Ian Wade?
They can actually phone into the station and I'll leave the details for everything here.
Okay.
George is actually going to be with us until after 8 o'clock this morning. But it's 7 to 8 birthday calls are coming right up.
Capital cars.
Coast to Coast Kiwi FM. It's 23 past 8 with a Good Morning Kiwis. And in studio with us is pressure point expert George Dillman, who's celebrating his 48th birthday today. But you've got a seminar coming up. You want to bang me in the face saying that. A seminar coming up on Sunday, December the 2nd. Now, Dave from the Hungry Horse is still here. George, you're going to do a special little demonstration there?
I just want to show you at the radio station, and sometimes you can get this over the air, but they usually teach women for self-defense to knock someone's arms away.
If they get around, grab right the front of the shirt.
Grab the clothes or the throat.
Right.
And first of all, you never knock someone's arms away if they have you by the throat, because you can cause them to do neck damage.
Right.
So you never knock the arms away. When you push the arms away, you're pushing into his shoulder, his chest, his back, and his arm muscle. It's one of the largest groups of supportive muscles to resist. But yet, man lacks muscle. Now, there is muscle that holds bone together, but he lacks supportive muscle in the center of the chest. And he can be Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he lacks muscle in the center of the chest, and man lacks muscle in the center of the back. Right. He has no muscle to resist if you take his hands and move him from outside this way. And I usually get women up at a self-defense seminar and show them to just take any man, try to get his arms and separate them from inside out, and you cannot. Now take his arms and go from outside in, and he can't stop you.
Yeah, Dave's trying to hold a very strong stance there with his arms like that, and you've tried to move him out, and then all of a sudden you've just slapped them in without any effort.
Yes, and if it's a self-defense, you can just bang them together and then attack the person. They can't resist
Dave,
that.
just quickly explain, you were trying very hard to stop them from moving.
I was, but when the arms go in, you can't do anything.
Right. Yeah. You can't resist. You have no muscle. You can be Arnold Schwarzenegger, you can't resist.
Okay, if you'd like to find out more from George Dillman, don't forget Sunday, December the 2nd at the Waikato University, and we'll have full details at our reception if you'd like to give us a call.
Well, the song's been playing. We've been talking about palming with George Dillman and self-defense. Now, woman, if you've attended self-defense classes, you'll be quite interested to actually meet up with George Dillman and do one of his seminars, because basically what we've been taught so far is in fact incorrect, George?
Yes, that's the best way to say it. They teach women to do self-defense by knocking the man's arm away from coming to the inside out, and this happens all over the world, and taking the palm of your hand and smashing up into the nose or up under the chin.
Right.
And that basically doesn't work whether it's a man doing it on a man or a woman doing it on a man.
So what is the right procedure to take on?
The right procedure is to do the palm. Now, they won't understand this over the radio, and they should be showed exactly where the pressure point is. But there's a pressure point right along the jawline to the left and to the right of the chin. And that pressure point actually causes a dizziness. It sends electricity up into the brain and stops your attacker instantly. I'm going to take my palm of my hand, and I'm going to hit this person.
Dave from the Hungry Horse.
From the Hungry Horse.
Not too hard.
No, we will get free meals. We'll all get free meals.
You won't if you hurt me.
Free meals for everybody at the Hungry Horse. We are going to palm under the chin. I just ask him to keep his teeth together so we don't bang teeth, and he'll feel.
Ooh, Dave?
Yeah, but
Dave wants to whack him.
No, you see, you can take that.
Okay.
But now the same type of hit I'll put right here with a little twist.
Now,
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm right.
Okay. Dave, can you explain what actually happened just then? First of all, with the chin. First of all.
Can he talk? Yeah.
Yeah, no, when he hit me in the chin, it was just a blunt blow, but when he hit me in the side of the cheek like that, my legs went out from under me.
Yes, and you feel
shaky. Yeah,
Did you feel
shaky.
electricity go up into the head?
Funny, actually, quite freaky feeling.
Yes. Anybody can learn that.
I want to see you do it on Ronnie.
See, now,
both sides.
That's why we love you here this morning, Dave.
He has seen that done on you, so he usually won't do that.
That's right, yeah. That's quite amazing. I mean, as you mentioned, your legs went down, you buckled.
Yeah, I can do it on some of the stuff now. I'll practice when I get to work.
But what is dangerous is to do that on both sides. I just want to caution the listeners, because when you do one side, you send an electrical shock up into the brain. If he would really describe what he felt electricity climb on half of his head. And if you hit someone else, let's say I did it to you, on the other side, then you would feel it go that way. But if you do both sides simultaneously, the electricity where it meets could break a blood vessel. There is that chance, and the person could die. So that's a very dangerous technique. But yet for a quick self-defense, it just takes this, just a forward action of the hand.
Goodness, mate. Dave, thank you for being the guinea pig.
That's all right. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
And
Thanks, George. Thank you.
If you hop into Hungry Horse today, Dave will explain more. George Dillman, thank you.
We'll be in for that meal.
Amazing.
If you were watching close, you could see his eyes go. Did you see his eyes roll? He get dizzy. The knees buckled.
He really conked out.
Well, yes, we call that a knockout. Now, some people, they expect to see a knockout like a boxer, and it doesn't happen. When you do pressure point techniques, the person actually starts to go to sleep. He's not knocked out the same as a boxer. If I punch you in the head many times, that's what we call blood knockouts. It kills a lot of brain cells. But this type of electrical, it actually puts the person to sleep. And it's the same type of sleep you're in the middle of the night. It's not, he's not truly knocked out. We call them knockouts because you saw me hit him, and if he'd have gone all the way out, then it looks like he's totally knocked out. But actually the person's asleep.
George Dillman, thank you, and we wish you the best on your New Zealand tour. Don't forget, in